Good morning. Hi. I've just gotten off the phone. I've just gotten off the phone with a client, and we had the most epic session. And what was coming through for us in this conversation is about writing our own script. And it's been pretty phenomenal. It's pretty phenomenal, and I wanted to come on here live today to share with you really the insights that we had, the insights that came through on this amazingly powerful healing session. So, courage is a really interesting thing, and so is writing our script. You see, in our lives, in the world in which we live in, we have been given scripts. If you think about it, imagine, William Shakespeare, the whole world is a stage. And you've been given scripts, programs. We've been given conditioning our whole life. From the time we're a small child, we have been told how to be, who to be, what to be, and how to do all of the things. So we're encouraged to follow the script of potentially our parents, and then we're constantly getting new scripts as time goes on. So the most classic kind of form of script that we might have is that we need to get a good education. We need to go get a job that we have for the rest of our lives. We need to make money, get married, and have babies. That is the basic script that we have. In the script of society, that is the, quote, normal kind of existence that we have. Get married, have babies, start a family, make money, get a job that you like that you can be within for the rest of your life. It's pretty standard. And for a lot of people, it works. A lot of people really love that kind of script. A lot of people, it works really well for them. And a lot of people, it doesn't. For a lot of people, they don't want that script. Now, that seems like a fairly overarching kind of generalized script, but there are so many more small, insidious, kind of more innocuous scripts that we have. A script that I grew up on is that women are less than. That women are subservient and need to be subservient. I grew up with a script that said that fat was shameful, so then therefore I should avoid that at all costs, irrelevant of whether or not it makes me healthy. So it's okay for me to be skinny and unhealthy, but it's not okay for me to be fat and healthy at the same time. That's a script. Another script that we have is that, money is the root of all evil. There are scripts that get run throughout us. It is our conditioning and our programming, and whatever happens to us on a regular basis becomes the script of our life. Like you're a cartoon character, like you're Donald Duck, and you have been scripted to be the loser. The one who always gets tricked upon, the one that always has someone doing the dirty on them, the one that's always going to be sad. Donald Duck is written that way. That is his character, that is his script. And for us, as we are children, our scripts are written. We learned, your parents might have said, "Oh, you're such a good girl," and so you learned that you need to be a good girl in order to receive their love. Script written. Or you get told that you're so mature for your age. Script written. So now you learn that you have to be mature, so when you're immature, you feel like you're not being yourself. And over our lifetime, we get scripts written and scripts written and scripts written and scripts written to the point where we get to adulthood, and sometimes we don't know who we are, because we've just been following a script that's been prescribed to us by other people. Now, no one's doing it particularly on purpose. No one's trying to, certainly in the micro level, trying to control us or trying to make us be someone that we're not. It's just that they're the scripts that have been given to them. And unless you actually consciously decide that you are the writer of your life, then you will continue to run the programs and the scripts that have been given to you for the rest of your life. That's just what happens. Most of these scripts have been written by the time that we're 7. Crazy, right? So typically when you look around the world, people are running their lives based on a book or a script written by someone no less than a 7-year-old. That's hectic. No wonder why we see childhood tantrums all the time in adults, chucking a hissy fit about not getting their own way. Unless we decide that we are going to be the script writer, we will continue to run the scripts and play out the scripts that have been given to us. That's exactly what happens. Now, what's interesting even further here is that in order for us to become the script writer of our own lives, in order for us to take the control back and rewrite the programming and the conditioning that we have had throughout our entire lives, it requires us to go against the script. It requires us to go away from perhaps what our parents want for us, perhaps what our family wants for us, perhaps what the people in the world around us that's going to be socially acceptable. There's a lot of things that I do in my life that are not socially acceptable. There's a lot of things in my life that have made my family unhappy. But they're things in my life that have gone against the script. They're things in my life that I need to have done for me, not for the sake of other people, because I am not only the writer, you are not only the writer of your life, but you are the liver of your life, if that makes sense. You are the one that is experiencing life. You are the character in your life. You are the producer. You are the writer. You are all of it. You're the camera person. You do everything in your play, which is your life. You are all of those things. So to have a script written by someone else that you don't like, or that you don't want, or that you haven't chosen, will lead you to feel unhappiness, dissatisfaction within your life. The thing when it comes to writing our own scripts and to changing the scripts for ourselves, it takes courage. And I think that the biggest myth that gets thrown around about courage is that when someone does a courageous thing, they don't have fear. It's actually the complete opposite. Courage only shows up when you are afraid. Think about it. If you weren't afraid, would you be courageous? No, there's no courage when there isn't fear. Courage is about acting in spite of the fear. Courage is about saying, come on fear, you're coming with me. I'm afraid, but I'm doing it anyway. This is what it takes in order to rewrite our scripts. This is what it takes for us to come back to our wholeness in ourselves and love ourselves in a way that is meaningful, in a way that is the script that we want to write. It takes courage, and courage comes with fear. It's just part of the deal. To take a different step, to take a different direction, to write something different requires that courage. You know, I've got a course starting this evening. The Self-Love Awakening Collective starts this evening, and there's still a couple of spots left. So if you're curious, let me know. But the people who have come on there are courageous. The people who are joining me to have one-on-one coaching in a group session, the ones that are coming to learn about all this stuff are courageous. They're courageous beings. They are afraid, yes, but they're taking a step in the direction of their dreams. They're taking a step in the direction of becoming their own writer. And that, my friends, when we become our own writers in our life, that's where true freedom is. No matter how many times you have to screw up the bit of paper that didn't work for you and throw it in the bin, it's your bin too. You get to write your life how you want to write it. It's entirely up to you. It will require courage, and it will require you to do something different in your life. If you keep doing the same thing, you will keep getting the same results. If nothing changes, then nothing changes. I'd love for you to come hang out with me tonight. For the next 8 weeks, we're going to hang out. I'm going to teach people in my Self-Love Awakening Collective how to do exactly this and how to find the courage within themselves. I would love for you to be there. Leave a comment, shoot me through a message if you have any questions, queries, about anything actually. If you have any requests about lives or videos that I do, I would love to connect with you. Big love to you, my friend. May courage be with you. Au revoir.